everybody, my name is Mars, you can call me MG if you would like, and today I've got just a very chill little chit-chatty video where I'm going to talk to you guys about my word of the year and my vision board that I made for 2024, so why don't we just get into it without any further ado. So we are going to start off with my word of the year, and I'm going to put up a graphic here for you to see. The word that I have chosen is bloom, and I made this cute little graphic on Canva just because I wanted something fun that I'm probably going to use as my laptop background, at least for the beginning of the year. So I chose bloom after some strong consideration. I knew I wanted a word that had to do with like nature and gardening vibes because my 2023 word of the year was harvest, and I just wanted to kind of build off of that same theme. So I eventually settled on bloom because I really liked the idea of growing but also like flourishing, because I did consider something like growth because that's also a planty type word, but in the end I settled on bloom and I'm so happy with it. I'm also very happy with how this graphic came out. There was also a really funny moment where in the Troublemakers Library Discord, we were all talking about word of the year, and my good friend Violet and I found out that we had independently picked the same word of the year, which is just really funny. But overall, I'm excited for the way this word is going to hopefully shape things in 2024 for me. Then we have my vision board, which is going to take a bit more of an explanation than my word of the year. So this is my second year that I've done a vision board, also the second year that I've done a word of the year. So I'm still kind of new at this, but I'm very happy with how this turned out. So why don't we start with the stuff on the left-hand side and then move our way to the right? That sounds like a good plan. So first up we have the Page of Wands, which is a tarot card, and I've been reading tarot for several years now, like maybe 5, 6, 7 years, somewhere in there. And the Page of Wands is what I consider to be my signifier card, which basically just means a card that I feel represents myself. And it's a card that has to do with learning and new opportunities and like just beginnings, kind of. And it's something that I have always kind of vibed with, and so I'm continuing that into the new year. I want to also continue growing my practice with tarot, which is another reason why it's on this vision board. And underneath that we have the logo for Somber Honey Books, which is the name of my YouTube channel, but it's also my like publishing company, I guess. I self-publish books, and I want to continue doing that next year. And that's why there's a stack of books on this vision board, but the stack of books is also there because I want to read more. Above that, we just have a cute little paper airplane graphic because I want to travel more next year. I didn't really go anywhere this year. I mean, I went into the city a couple of times. If you didn't know, I live in Philadelphia, but that was kind of the extent of my travel, is just trying out some new places very nearby. But I want to expand my horizons a little bit. Then we have a camera icon, and that is because we're here on YouTube, and I definitely want to grow my platform here, continue making videos and doing streams and all that really fun stuff. I really love doing all this stuff on YouTube, and I just want to continue that. A lot of 2024 for me is going to be continuing to do things that I love and like growing in that, which is another thing to tie back to that word of the year with bloom. The next two little icons are just some cats because I have 2 cats and I love them dearly, and they made it onto my 2023 vision board, so I'm like, you know what? Let's put them on 2024 as well. I love them so much. Their names are Grenlin and Chloe, and they are the lights of my life, and so they're just on the vision board because I wanted them to be. Then we have a book cover. This is What Doesn't Break by Cassandra Khaw, and this is the next novel coming out from Critical Role, which is a D&D podcast slash show that I have been into for 5 years now at this point. And for the last 2 novel releases, I hosted a readathon based on those books, and I'm going to be doing the same thing with the new release, which is why it is here on my vision board. Then for the bottom right corner, it gets kind of busy. This is my general wellness corner, so things that I want to do. First, we have the little heart and hands icon. This is just to symbolize that I really want to take better care of myself in the new year. You know, my physical health, my mental health, all of that. I just want to work to improve it. Then the little die in that bottom corner is to symbolize the fact that I want to hang out with my friends more, and most of the time we do game nights, which is like, I'd say about 70% of our hangouts are game nights, which is why I chose that as the symbol for this vision board. But I honestly just want to hang out with my friends more often in any way that I can because I love them and social interactions are good for you. Then I also have a little person doing yoga because, like I said, I want to take care of my body more, and part of that is going to include like physical activity, which I don't honestly get a lot of. If you didn't know, I am physically disabled and I deal with a chronic pain condition, so physical activity can sometimes be very hard for me, and for that reason, I don't really push myself at all. And I know I could handle more than I give myself. So in the new year, I want to get back to doing yoga. A couple of years ago, I did have a somewhat regular time doing yoga, and I want to do that again. And I also want to like go on more walks, that sort of thing. Some nice light activity that will still benefit me. Above that, we have the Italian flag and the Korean flag because I want to get back into my language studies. I kind of fell off the wagon for the entire year with language studies. I don't think I've done much more than like a single like YouTube video lesson of either language. So it's stuff that is important to me and I would like to get back to. And then finally in the top right corner, we have kind of an interesting picture. So that is a picture of Jess from the channel The Hex Library. She's a very good friend of mine. This is an inside joke among the troublemakers who are friends of mine as well, who stream here on YouTube, and they have this monthly accountability thing where every month you set goals and then the following month check in and see if you actually did them. And there's really funny reaction videos created by Katie Ann. And one of them has to do with this picture of Jess, and it's basically just saying that she approves of the work that you put in. And I put this on my vision board kind of as a joke, but also kind of, it's a really good feeling for others to acknowledge all of the hard work that has been put into things. And I feel like this picture kind of encapsulates that. And I'm not really one that often looks for like exterior validation. I'm very good at keeping that to myself and being like, this is good because I say it's good and not because other people do. But like I said, at the same time, it's still good sometimes to hear other people agree and say like, yeah, I really like this thing that you've done. And so it's kind of representative of me wanting to share more with the community, and hopefully they like the stuff that I share with them. And so that is why that picture has made it onto my vision board for 2024. And so that is all for me today. Let me know down in the comments if you make a vision board and what kind of pictures are on it, or if you've picked a word of the year, you can share that as well. But we've come to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content, and that way I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.